Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Red Estate. This week with Dudley out of commission as she is submitting herself to a higher power, we're going to basically be stalling for a week, getting these guys ready to go out again, and then we have revealed the mission to kill the captivating siren. What I probably want to do is run one more mission with this setup, so that these guys all reach level 2, and then we might have to spend a week kind of healing them all up and getting them upgraded, and then we'll probably take on that first boss fight. So that'll probably be like 3 episodes from now, but for this week we're just going to be kind of treading our wheels for a little bit. Treading our wheels? That's probably not actually a phrase, right? With a new crew. And we've got quite a few level 0 characters after a few kind of crushing defeats lately. I think I'm going to do a little bit of an odd party setup here, truth be told, with something like these guys. This is keeping in line with trying to do something sort of different with each of the characters. So, since we've already got a Vestal that has Divine Grace, has Dazzling Light. I ended up using the other skills that are available, like Hand of Light and Illumination, and they work from the front. We do have Judgment still on her. We'll call that a little proofing against any shuffling that may take place. But that means her only healing ability is Divine Comfort, and it can be used from the 2nd rank, so there's some decent overlap from some of the other skills here. Hand of Light is actually pretty decent with that damage debuff. It's a boss killer, to be sure. And so I think this is something I'm going to try out. We might not go with a Profane Scroll again, but we'll see how things work. All these characters have some pretty decent trinkets on them right now, and they've all got their skills taken care of, all that stuff off camera. So I think we're going to go ahead and head into this medium apprentice mission. There is a Paralyzer's Crest as a reward, and I could totally see getting a Stunning Blow to be a pretty powerful tool in our new Crusader's bag, Fecamp. We're going to learn to love Fecamp, I just know it. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop into our provisioning screen. We're a little bit light on cash this week as, well, some of those recent defeats kind of drained our budget a bit. So I'm thinking maybe like, we should probably go with a full stack. We're a little bit light on healing. Everybody has kind of something to help us out on the healing front. And then maybe something like that. We probably don't even need that many. So we'll go with 10 torches. And then I'm thinking anti-venom, a lot of bleedy stuff, and then like 3 of those, a key, 2 holy water. It's about 4,000. We should be able to make that back without too much trouble. And we'll go ahead and embark with these guys. Now they are all level 0, so they're not even too fond of heading into a level 1 dungeon. Thralls will explode if left for too long. Man, if only that had been the very first hint that I ever got going into the cove. Then the thrall that exploded on me.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
The very first thrall that exploded on me would not have been such a surprise, and maybe I would have come out of that a little bit better. Instead, we lost a Hellion for our trouble. Alright, we do have some backtracking, which is quite honestly a little bit terrifying. We can go ahead and grab a torch right off the bat, though, in an otherwise uneventful hallway. Alright, and an uneventful room, and a decent scout. Okay. Well, hopefully a simple hallway battle to start things off kind of gets us used to this party composition and what they're capable of doing. I just realized I did not bring any shovels. I am a terrible man. I think that's actually maybe what this needs is shovels. I don't think it takes keys. I'm just going to open it. There's still booty inside. Well, good for me. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That. And I don't actually need you. Can I... There we go. Throw stuff away. Alright, and our first fight with this composition. Apparently their speed is not very high. That's certainly something we're learning right away. Alright. Bleed. And trusty plague grenades. Okay. Well, those guys will die from the plague. We probably don't want to just leave them to it, though. Let's see. That does very little damage and is mostly a debuff. This does very little damage and is mostly a debuff. Okay. So all she really does is debuff and heal, huh? Well, these guys also do have a ton of protection. Let's try the damage debuff on one of these guys. Make him a little bit less frightening. Especially if he can't hit anything. Ugh. And we'll go ahead and get rid of that bleed right off the bat. And instead, trade blows with this guy. You know what I'm thinking? It's basically, if I could hit him, that would be great. 1 to 2. I could do it. And I did do it. Awesome.
A faint hope blossoms.
One of the nice things about fielding these level 0 crews later on is we have plenty of trinkets to outfit them with. Gurney back there has a sniper's ring. She's getting a ton of accuracy while in the 4th rank. Our Plague Doctor, Revere? I don't know. Has got the magnificent Blasphemous Vial for her Blight chance. So there's some good stuff happening there all around. I could go for another one of these. Or let's go ahead and go with the party heal. We're taking enough incoming damage, I think, now to justify it. Okay. 6.
Press this advantage.
Ooh,
Give
delicious.
them no quarter.
Pressing the advantage. Oh, no good. No good. That's why we're coming for the Paralyzer's Crest after all. Alright. It's gonna be his last turn to do anything. Ugh. We'll go ahead and Noxious Blast there. Awesome. And they are now out of commission as well. And then another party heal. And why don't we consider stress? Everybody's pretty much the same. We'll throw a little bit of de-stressing on her. A bandage there. One thing I really wish Battlefield Bandage removed bleed. Does that not make, like, perfect sense that it would? Am I the only one who feels that way? And can she not... She can't bandage herself? That is, like, the strangest thing. Alright, well, fine then. We'll just blind fire,
slowly,
take that guy out.
Gently. This
and then...
is how a life is taken.
Alright.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I'd say that remains to be seen so far. These guys did okay in their first fight, although that was a pretty easy battle. And I am about to be introduced to the reasons why it is bad to have not brought a shovel. Awesome. Okay. Really decent haul there, though. And, yeah, there's a very good chance that this crew goes insane.
Another misfortune.
Very, very insane by the end of this dungeon. Okay, we did get a surprise. That is something. Oh, nice. We'll start with the heal, considering we have taken damage from the wall. We'll blight those guys, and then a sniper shot into, they say him? The overlap.
Their formation is broken.
The overlap from the Arbalest and the Crusader is only on the 2nd rank, so I think that's often going to be sort of what I'm focused on. No one attack from either one of them would have gotten that kill, but the Arbalest was was easily able to bring it into range for our Crusader to take down with 11 damage from a smite. Ugh. Okay. A lot of damage there. Considering she can't really focus fire. I do 2 to 5, 2 to 5. Let's go with this crit for 7, which is beautiful. Also remove some of his damage and accuracy, making him a little bit less deadly. Ugh. Of course, that bleed doesn't help. Luckily, we can get rid of that lickety-split-like, although she might have been better served taking out the back row. We'll see.
Destroy them all.
Yeah, we will. And are we fast enough? We are totally fast enough. It didn't matter. It didn't matter even a little bit. Should go ahead and pop off a little bit of healing. And when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. Just one.
On its own.
But what have we got now? Alright. The ability to eat a little. Grab that onyx. And then keep marching forward.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Alright. I know I've got another upcoming wall, which is awful. I think this is a good quirk if you use nothing on it. Let's let Gurney check it out. Mankind Hater. Okay, so there's actually quite a few things it can give, apparently. Previously, I saw like one of the tactician abilities, which is pretty common for Curios to give out, where it's like a stress or damage buff in a specific region. Ugh, that hurt quite a lot, actually. That's why we brought bandages. Let's think here. I could heal. Everybody's taking damage, so let's go ahead and heal. And then... The Noxious Blast the front. If I can take him out with only damage over time, then his corpse will not be an issue that otherwise might cause our Crusader a little bit of pause. Ow. You know what? I could bandage you. Although, you're one of our few characters really dealing out any damage right now. So maybe that makes more sense.
Confidence surges lovely. As the enemy crumbles.
16 would have been enough without any help at all, actually. Ugh. Not loving the bleeds we're having stacked on us. Oh, not even a little bit. Okay. Need to get rid of that. Then we'll throw out a party heal. We'll eat some spearfishing to the face. Spearfishing takes on a whole new meaning when it's the fish with the spear, right? Like, I'm not the only one who thinks so. Ugh. You do need a bandage. I don't think soaking up another 9 damage is something I'm super interested in. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and remove a little bit of stress and a little bit of damage from her. Nice. Then we need to do...
the slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Ow. Oh, that's not good.
From becoming unwound.
That's not good at all. We'll go ahead and use our last bandage. Throw out another party heal to get her off of death's door. And then I'm basically going to focus healing on her. And I wonder... lasts for 3 rounds. Still just 1 from that. And he died.
By inches.
I wonder... is it 6? How much... if any, this helps food. 1, 1, 1, 1. So the answer to that question is, it doesn't help food at all. I guess 20% is just not enough to send it over the threshold.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
That is quickly going from one of my favorite lines to one of my most hated. Alright, we do get a scout from here, which is about the best position it could have come from. I think this way is at least not harder, right? Like, we know this probably has a fight in it, and this doesn't, whereas there's 2 fights this way. Now, what's in the third room is anybody's guess, and could just as easily put the 2 on equal footing. Like, this could be an empty room, this could be a fight, but we will have to wait and find out. I'm again thinking this is just a try to open. Oh, man. Nasty gash. Maybe we use bandages on it, and it prevents us from getting cut? Who knows? Oh, please stop. Please stop. Thank you. Okay. Fight here. Alright. We did surprise them. That is something. An early plague grenade. Awesome. Gonna go with the healing. Man, just ones. Even with the quite amaze sauce trinket, we are still just getting ones. Alright, I do think that stun was totally worthwhile. And let's get rid of her first, considering the amount of stress we have already taken. I don't really need any more. And I also think maybe our, I don't know, plus 15 dodge when in solid light, like, that's good, right? Is it better? Let's see, he's going to go down to 7. I think our Arbalest should easily be able to fight him. So let's instead spread the blight around. So is 15 dodge better than, say, a tough ring on a second rank Vestal? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Again, the party heal. Man, only 1. You would think with a Tomb of Healing equipped, I would get better results out of that from time to time. Unfortunately, you would be wrong. Okay. Almost gone. Sniper shot easily sorts him out. And then the Guardian is really our biggest concern. Let's go ahead and do that just to ensure he doesn't get off anything. And then I actually think the debuff here might be worthwhile for him. So we'll bandage her. And then we're probably going to spend quite a bit of our focus here actually trying to just sort of heal up. Of course, this guy throwing out blights, or sorry, throwing out bleeds left, right, and center may change my mind on that one. Especially if we can't stun him. Really? Really? 20% heal, 33% heal, still only getting 1. Okay. Fine. We have very different ideas of what a heal buff actually does for 1. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. 40% heal received.
In radiance,
1.
may we find victory.
1. Okay. 1. Okay. Can I not get to 2? Is 2 is not allowed. Even though that should have gotten like a plus 70%. Alright. Fine. Whatever you say. I guess I will believe you, since you are the game engine. Oh man, I didn't pay attention to how much health he had left. Okay, well he will definitely die now. And so... in order to not get the stalling penalty, I think I actually have to take that shot.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Alright. I know there is nothing ahead. The only way that this buff is useful to me is if, while backtracking, a fight happens in that hallway. So I'm going to hold off on using it. Now, I don't have anything to protect my hands because I've used it all. I think that's... Or did this need holy water? No. Okay. It didn't need medicinal herbs either, did it? It did! Okay. I am misremembering what that is for. One of these days I will make a chart. I don't know what exactly one of these days means. If that means today is that day, but certainly at some point I will make a chart so that I can finally remember what all of the curios do down here. Alright, this should be an empty room. Totally is. Awesome, and we get a scout to the end. Most likely a room battle here, meaning that we do need to go check it out. Okay. I do not need that. Wow. We have terrible trap disarm. I'm sorry, Bravery. You are the best chance we've got at 20%, and somehow you pull off the Hail Mary pass. Well, thank you for that. That was quite ridiculous that even worked. I'm going to go ahead and pass out a little bit of healing before we walk into this. Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen that curio before. Kind of a makeshift altar, except I'm realizing now that it's probably the front of a ship, like the bow? What is that piece called? Oh, the mast-head. Is it the mast-head? I think it's the mast-head. If it's not the mast-head, then it should be called the mast-head, because that seems really appropriate. Okay. That combined with the Plague Doctor will sort him right out. That's awesome. And then, you know what? Let's get a little bit of a damage and accuracy debuff on that guy. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world. He's already blighted, so I think it kind of doesn't matter that he's been guarded. Yep, doesn't matter that he's been guarded. Okay. Haha, you wasted your turn. Of course, he still got the protection buff off of it, so maybe it's not a complete waste. Who knows? With a party heal? Maybe I am incapable of getting any more than just one off of that. 3 blight. Take 6 per turn. I really would rather you had not done that. Well then.
Masterfully executed.
Okay. Made our Plague Doctor's action a little bit redundant there. But I think if I could stun this guy, I cannot stun this guy. I could have removed the guard. Ugh. Well then, we'll start stacking up some blight. Cut through your protection a little bit, and then just make you even more impotent. We'll go with that. We stack up blights and damage debuffs. Eventually, it's not even gonna matter. Okay, we finally got the stun there. Of course, I have very few opportunities to hit him. Oh wow, 5. Okay, can do 1 to 2. I say we go for the blind fire and hope it hits the cultist brawler. Of course, it didn't. But hey, we can always hope. Can continue to stack up blights on him. They can continue to stack up bleeds on me. So, tell you what, we'll go with one of those, and then we'll do another blind fire. Okay, did hit the right guy that time. Ugh. Resist the bleed, nice. And then eliminate him, and then settle in for the long haul.
Impressive.
Oh, never mind. That was in fact impressive. We do not need to settle in for the long haul of defeating the Guardian, as he will die from the blight on the very next turn. So we can just heal up a little bit. Good night. Okay.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
The ship's figurehead emits a marvelous aura. I have not encountered this before. Try holy water, which does nothing. I'll try medicinal herbs, which does nothing. I will try anti-venom, which does nothing, and then I will just try it. Ooh, I got all inspired-like, and got a very hefty stress debuff. Okay, I can deal with that. We'll go ahead and start our backtracking. I'd say once we get back to the fork in the road, that is probably going to be the time for us to make camp. And then we'll push on into the last little bit of the dungeon. I think we're going to come out of this okay, especially after the camp. Should be able to deal with Gurney. I forgot her name. Should be able to deal with Gurney's stress, which is really the only mounting problem we've got. Oh no! It's a debuff. Okay. I guess it is only a buff with holy water. Never mind. Again, one of these days, I'll make that chart, spreadsheet, list. I don't know what I'm going to make yet, but I'm going to make something. And when I do, then I'll remember what all the curios do.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Alright, don't really need that on him anymore. Self-only, nighttime ambush, heal and stress, remove disease. No one has a disease. Reduce stress by 10, heal. Man, not really much of anything I'm needing. Stress reduce there. We don't need the heal or the remove bleed. I wonder if people like stop and camp because they've got a character that's bleeding. Is that a thing that like ever comes up? You know what? We could do some of this, and then we can increase his own stress resistance by quite a bit, and then we'll do one of those. Get a little bit more on her. Okay. That wasn't too bad. And then you know what? We get lots of pep talks. She's getting a huge stress resistance. That effectively increases her bar to like 150. So she's doing pretty well, all things considered. And then we'll just go ahead and bed down in the warmth of a beached whale behind us. Okay, we are straight back as a royal guard. That is good, I guess. Oh, we will not survive.
The light, the promise of safety.
Why is your stomach aching already? You just ate a feast. A feast. Feasts are good. And we just got even more food. Again. Wow. 2 at... Is it... Oh, my disarm is 60. What is that then? 10% base is chance to detect? I really don't know how that works. If you know how that works, please let me know in a comment below. Oh, and then we've got a fancy clamshell thing that I've also never seen before. Ugh, that is some pretty harsh bleeding. Okay. Fishing.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Yeah, that wasn't so good. I think the battlefield medicine here is going to be worth it for stopping me from taking 9 more over the next few turns, and then we'll just debuff him. Fecamp is immediately grateful, as it doesn't do as much damage. And then...
A singular strike.
Oh, that was wonderful. I bleed. Therefore I am. Maybe not. Okay, that could have killed him. It did not kill him. And then we'll just start stacking up damage over time on the guy with all the protection. Fecamp, that's an awful lot of... Jeez.
Vision. The end approaches.
Okay. Well then. They both already acted. Anybody's going to be able to kill him. We'll hope for a little bit more damage than we got. And then instead... try for that stun. Okay. Hoping to use one of the characters that maybe do a little bit less damage on this guy. Spear fishing. Ugh. Okay. Like we could do one of these and guarantee that he goes down. And then, man, that is not enough of a heal. Not enough of a heal at all. Okay. You can barrier all you want. It's not going to help. Ugh, so much damage. So much damage. 3 to 6. Okay. I probably could have tried for the kill there. But... do that. It was a coin toss on who we hit. We did hit the one that ultimately died. She's taking 3 more. It's probably not going to matter. And sadly, Bravery becomes one of our best damage dealers against a character with such high protection, as we are otherwise critting for 2. Ugh. And hopefully if we can just maybe keep him stunned. Oh, nice. Keep him stunned, keep stacking up Blight. I think he's going to die on the next turn without too much more trouble. Yep, and there he goes. Okay, so we'll throw a bandage on him. Nice. Party heal. Extra nice. And then he'll die. Okay then. Sorted.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
What would open a giant oyster? I'm just going to check it out. Somebody has already cleaned house. Okay. I was actually kind of tempted to, like, try a torch on it. You know, like, if it's still alive, that you would light a fire under it, and that would be what caused it to open up. Also... soothing. Okay. It can remove stress. Interesting. This could very well be our final fight. Alright. 4 groupers. Seaweed slash. Blah. Great. Let's just stack some bleed on her right off the bat. She has so little she can do. Maybe I should get, like, just go straight for the up front and either a mace bash or what is the other skill? Oh, dazzling light can only be used from the back. Okay, maybe I should get mace bash on her, and allow her to at least do some attacking from here. Otherwise, I think we're just going to go with the party heal. Finally, we're able to roll some 2s there. That is something. Okay. Good dodge. Pass out some damage in the back line. And then we'll let Fecamp and Gurney, with their powers combined, easily eliminate that guy. Okay. Back a little bit more. And they will now, at most, each get 1 more attack. But it is a doozy. Alright. Party heal. Suddenly the 2s are coming strong. Ooh. Oh, that's particularly bad. Okay, good miss. Try for... Ooh, lovely. crit, stun, everything you could ask for in an attack and more. Alright. Heal. It won't matter if she goes first, but I'm hoping that our Plague Doctor can get to her with a battlefield medicine before she takes that 6 bleed. And that totally worked out just fine. You know what? I'd say the 3 healing was better than the 50-50 shot of maybe being able to hit that guy. And Fecamp should be able to finish him off. And indeed he was.
Remind yourself that overconfidence
Crest.
is a slow and insidious
Ding.
killer.
Gold. Leave that behind. Oh, lovely. We're going to continue adventuring. And we're going to check out the unlocked strongbox. Contents of mine. Scouting whistle. Scouting chance if torch below 51% and trap disarm. Interesting. Okay. We'll leave the portraits behind, and then why not? We'll push on a little bit here. Ooh. See if we can't get maybe a slightly larger reward. Yep. Little do you realize how effective she is from that back rank. Okay. Because now she can actually throw out judgments. Ha! Take that. Okay. So I don't know whether or not... Oh, and I didn't put Mace Bash on her either. So I don't know whether or not it would be better to, like, proof yourself against the potential of being reshuffled and have, like, one ability that works in a rank that you are not normally in, or if it makes the most sense to, like, double down, specialize, and only be useful from your specific spots. I would probably say I very rarely get reshuffled like this, right? Like, I'm getting pulled all over the place right here. But this is the first combat in the entire dungeon where that has been the case. Oh, great.
And now,
And we're at
true
Death's Door.
test. Hold fast, or expire.
All she can really do here is blind fire. Proves totally pointless, but ultimately doesn't really matter.
This expedition at least promises success.
With no more bandages, I don't think it is worthwhile pushing forward, as I don't... Like, she'd be able to eat her way off of Death's Door, but it would constantly drop her back to it.
At last,
Jeez.
wholesome marine life can flourish. If indeed there is such a thing.
That's actually something that really concerns me. So, if you didn't quite catch what happened there, I clicked on the I would like to leave the dungeon button, but I guess it registered the click both on the icon and as far as it being behind my party. So they all stepped back one, which caused the character that was at 0 health to make a Death's Door check. Like, I would have been very, very angry had Gurney died by me clicking the I would like to complete the dungeon button. That would have been not okay with me.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Okay, so we got 4 characters up to level 1. They left many a fishman slain in the depths of the cove. Additionally, Vare went and did some meditation. He now gets improved stress when meditating. Replaced his Warren Scrounger. Otherwise, Dudley got a little bit of stress relief back. Now, I don't know. Do I want to take a level 1 party against a level 1 boss? That's probably not a good idea, and I would probably be better off getting them one more dungeon under their belts so that they can all be level 2 before taking on the Siren. Other than that, maybe a little bit of stress relief to do here. Really just Gurney. And she can do anything. She's got 40 stress. You know what? We'll buy her a drink. A 700 gold drink. That's quite the tab that you run up, Gurney. I guess we're effectively leaving them there for a week. So if that's the case, maybe that makes a little bit more sense. Maybe they're just spending $100 a night for 7 nights in a row. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to subscribe for more videos on the channel every single day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other episodes. And I will catch you guys next time.